Welcome to the world of ham radio. This is Ramesh Babu Arja and my call sign is VU2RDM. I would like to express my ideas and thoughts with regard to ham radio, the activity in which have been continuing for the last 40 years. I have obtained ham radio training in the year 1982 and qualified examination subsequently received the grade 2 call sign VU2RDY. After qualifying the grade 1 examination, received the call sign VU2RDM in the year 1985. They have been continuing in this activity, participated in numerous relief disaster operations, continuously providing training different places like New Delhi, Lal Bahadur Shastri National Academy of Administration, Mussoorie, Hyderabad, Visakhapatnam, Kammam, Palavancha, Eturu Nagaram, Nandyala, Kakinada, like this, many places continuously as on today. Continuously nowadays I am continuing the training activities through online like Microsoft Teams and Google Meet. Thanks to National Institute of Amateur Radio, in those days it was Andhra Pradesh Amateur Radio Society. They have provided me training in Vijayawada Sub-Collector's Office in the year 1982. Those days, in the year 1977, after seeing the devastation caused by Divisima tidal waves, thousands of people have lost their lives. AVS Reddy IAS, Dadan Krishna Jalla District Collector, have seen the effect of ham radio in passing the messages. Those days, Morarji Desai ji was the Prime Minister of our country and Madam Srimati Indira Gandhi was an opposition party. Jalgam Vengal Rao Garu was the Chief Minister and Mandala Venkata Krishna Rao Garu was the Educational Minister. And the collector A.V.S. Reddy very much impressed the activities done by Andhra Pradesh Amateur Radio Society. After convincing himself, seeing the effect of ham radio in passing the very valuable information, he has encouraged ham radio activities and a series of ham radio training programs have been conducted by the Andhra Pradesh Amateur Radio Society. I am also one of the trainee those days, successfully qualified and benefited and continuing in the training program from 1987 onwards. Almost it has been elapsed 37 years of period since I have started training program, and as on today also conducting training through online like Google Meet, Microsoft Teams continuously. The recently also 3 people have obtained training through online and successfully qualified the top grade, general grade, and expecting to receive their license very shortly and also ready to conduct one more new batch shortly. After seeing the devastation of tsunami, the government of India decided to introduce ham radio communication training to the IAS, IPS, All India level officers. This was the only one communication system was helpful, providing communication between Andamans and the rest of the world. Luckily, some of the team members were present, like Madam Bharati Garu, V to RBI, and others. On the part of their de-expedition, their services came handy to the government and serving the people and helping the administration. Seeing the effect, they seriously give a thought for providing training. So a proposal was materialized, and I was the person to take up that responsibility, since nobody has came forward for taking this prestigious task. Virtually, this responsibility has been put on my shoulders. I was happily agreed, and then continued a series of training programs continuously with some gaps, stayed there for more than 1 year. At about 3 batches, conducted training, and many people, IAS, IPS, and other allied services, they have received training and obtained ham radio call signs. Initially, when we went there, very few people are interested about ham radio. Voluntarily, at about 13 people have came forward. After seeing this, the less number are interested to take the training program. We have provided a demonstration to all the people for sensitizing the officers, probationary officers of All India services. Some of officers were a bit of hesitant, reluctance. They expressed their reluctance to join the training program. They have put many questions. These people, Lal Bahadur Shastri National Academy of Administration trainees, came from all over country, from the top class IITs like BITS Pilani, IIT Mumbai, Kharagpur, like this. All the creamy layer was there. It is a really challenging job for me. Suddenly, one of the probationary officers got up from the seat and questioned me, what is the contest of going for this training, ham radio, when it is considered to be the old technology? Nowadays, with the advent of electronic developments, many gadgets are coming now. With a simple Android cell phone, we can avail video conferencing facility. In such scenario, what is the necessity of going for ham radio communication, which is considered to be the old technology, obsolete technology? He asked me and requested me to explain about the importance of ham radio. In fact, I have not expected such kind of question comes from an officer. I took around 5 seconds, a pause, and replied him, I do agree self-communication is effectively, it is useful now. As long as everything is okay, your self-communication is also working and my self-communication is also working. It doesn't make any difference as long as the system is working. But think a cyclone or a hurricane, gale winds reaching 250 kilometers per hour, it can destroy all the existing communication hardly in a matter of 30 minutes of time. All the prestigious towers, electrical poles will be down, and the prestigious cell towers, they twist 360 degrees. Today's technology, it is always like whenever a calamity comes, prone to fail in that scenario, please kindly tell me, suggest me, is there any other alternative viable communication is available with us other than ham radio, since it is an independent communication system with the impact of gale winds due to the cyclone. Once after experiencing the devastation, we need to at least bring everything into control, everything restoring into the normalcy. It may take at least 2 weeks of time. In that time, how we are going to manage, how we are going to conduct relief operations in the absence of any communication. Is there any other alternative method is ready? Ham communication is the independent communication. It can be arranged in a matter of 30 minutes anywhere, effectively communicate the other stations. It never fails. So it is the only one communication device which is most dependent by the advanced countries like in US, Japan, Britain, other countries also. US always encourage ham radio activities, and they will take necessary steps for enhancing ham radio operators. In fact, holding ham radio examination has been virtually shifted on the shoulders of volunteers. That means senior radio operators who are qualified, they will be entrusted this responsibility. Voluntary examiner system, they will take up the training programs. These voluntary examiners will be accredited by American Radio Relay League all over worldwide. They will be holding examination worldwide, and hence US ham radio operators' strength increases time to time gradually. In case of any calamity, all these people's services will be handful to the administration. Radio Amateur Civil Emergency Service, RACES Wing, RACES, they will be always ready to handle any type of disaster. We also must think on the same lines, taking a cue from the activities that are being conducted in US. We also develop same kind of system, more or less. We are having a biggest coastline frequently disturbed with the cyclones, floods, even with the earthquakes. These cyclones wreaking havoc and lefting trail of destruction, all the communication will be disturbed frequently. This is the only one activity is the remedy acknowledged all over world. All the officers satisfied with my answer and explanation. Suddenly there was shift change in their attitude. A big group of people joined in the training, as a result of which at about 70 people at a stage from all the branches like Indian Administration Service, Indian Police Service, Indian Foreign Service, Indian Forest Services, like this. People have come from different services. At about 70 people have obtained and qualified training. So, WPC Wireless Planning Coordination Wing also taking many initiatives nowadays. Government of India proactive policies are encouraging ham activities. Even recently, WPC has announced through their website, they are going to give permission to the ham radio operators for conducting experiments, conducting operations on the Kargil on the eve of 25th years of celebration that is being organized by Government of India. Taking this opportunity, many hams are also planning to go Kargil with their equipment, with their own expenditure. They are going to operate from that place. It is an opportunity for them to have such kind of experience. Many people are nowadays coming and joining ham radio. We are having very less number of hams when compared with the other countries. One way or other, the number of ham radio operators is 20,000. If you take the details, yearly new ham radio operators are not crossing 300 to 400. In the last 10 years only, you could produce 3 to 4,000 people. In addition to this, we are having a population of 1.42 billions of people. We are developing in the space technology, occupying fifth position, and we all know, sir, those who wanted to become astronauts, they should obtain ham radio license. And we are having a massive population. Among this population, 65% people are 35 years of age, filled with young people. When all the world is becoming old, India is becoming young and younger. Yearly, around 6,500 engineering colleges, institutes are producing 1.5 million engineers. This number is very, very big when we see the number in China and US. Both US and China, the combined output, cumulative output, is also not crossing this 1.5 million. If we convert out of this 1.5 million, at least 1%, we will become number one in the field of electronics in the coming years. There is a direct relation to ham radio operators and electronic growth. Japan is having a very good number of ham radio operators. That is why they are number one in the field of electronics also. Today, the world-class professional communication gadgets are coming out from Japan. Japan, they are producing the companies like ICOM, ASU, Kenwood. They are producing transceivers. These transceivers produced by Japan are having worldwide demand. After seeing this phenomenon, China is also encouraging ham activities, and as a result of which almost all the VHF stuff, cheaper prices coming from China only, competing with one way or other with Japan. Japanese transceivers, walkie-talkie costing around 20,000. Chinese walkie-talkies are coming less than 3,000 rupees per each piece. So, even though we are having very less number of people in India, but these people are doing tremendous work. Earlier, like Ram Mohan Rao Garu, V2RM from Kakinada, and Raju Garu, V2NR Visakhapatnam, their inspiration as on today to the hams, they have provided a very beautiful circuits with cheaper components. As on today, many hams are depending upon these circuits. Like this, many people now, like Sasibhushan Garu, Farhan Garu, Amarendra Garu, Dr. Rajsekhar Garu, and many people are coming, and they're giving very beautiful, good circuits. Continuously, they're working, and the equipments that are being produced by Lamakan Amateur Radio, and they are having worldwide demand. Even Americans are also looking for this equipment. We need more and more encouragement and support from the government and policies. So, in turn, we can make this population, we are number one in the population. The country is having 1.42 billion population, number one in the entire world. If we motivate more number of people in this electronics communication hobby, we will become number one. That is my idea. With this, I would like to take leave. 73, a best wishes. Bye for now. Ramesh Babu Arja, V2RDM, signing. Bye now.